Hey everyone, this is Brian with OBEDIA, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to work with video in PreSonus Studio One 2 digital audio workstation. I'm working a Studio One 2 Professional. You'll need to be working in a version of Studio One 2 in order to work with video in Studio One. This is really easy to do, and you can have a lot of fun with doing some quick video editing with audio as well in Studio One. So let's dive in and start doing it. So I'm just going to drag and drop some video first off into my new empty Studio One song that I've created here. I'm just going to drop this video anywhere in my project because video does not get its own track in Studio One at this time. So I'm just going to drag this into my project. And I've just got some video here of me working on a music video shoot last year, playing the drums, playing my D-Drum Dominion kit, one of my favorite drum kits. And you know, what this was is this was a music video shoot, and so I was playing to a backing track, and so of course everything's very loud and not exactly synced up, but what I want to do ultimately here is I would like to be able to find an audio track that I can sync up to this video. So we're going to talk about how to do that in just a moment. Let's talk about the video player just a little bit, because you'll notice it immediately showed up as soon as I introduced the video into my song. Down here on the bottom right-hand corner, we have the mute audio control, and this is going to allow you to obviously mute or unmute the audio that is in the video. Right next to that, we have the online-offline button. If this is engaged, your video will be online and it will be active in your project. If it is not engaged, your video will not be active in your project. We come into the center, pretty straightforward right here. We've got the stop and play buttons, very easy to make use of. Then here on the left-hand side of the player, we have the video options dialog. This allows us to set half size, default size, and double size for the video. We have the video offset button as well. This is very useful if you need to offset the playback of the video in order to cause it to sync up more properly with some audio. We also have the extract audio button, and this is really useful, and I'll talk about this in a moment. Right next to that, we have the remove video and the add or import video buttons, and this is just if you would like to remove the video from your project or bring in a different video into the song that you're currently working with. So let's start off by simply just playing back what we have right here in my video and just seeing how it plays back inside of Studio One, because what you're going to notice is that as I jump around in my timeline here inside of my song, you're going to see my video react in kind. And so what this means is that if I start my transport from playing right at the first bar of my song, my video is going to start playing at the same time. And right now I have the audio muted, and you can see me dropping a stick right there. It happens every once in a while. And I can unmute the audio by just clicking on that mute button. All right, so there we go. So you can hear that I have some sync sounds in this video from when I shot this. Those sync sounds were to let me know when the backing track was going to be starting. So what I'm going to do, because what I would like to do is be able to sync some different drums over this video inside of Studio One, I'm going to start off by extracting the audio from the video. So I'm going to click on the extract audio button down here. Studio One is going to ask me if I would like to extract the audio to a new track. I'm going to say yes. So now Studio One is going to do a little bit of thinking, and it's going to create a new audio track. So this can be useful for a couple of different things. The first one, and probably the most useful, is going to be in the case of what I'm going to do, which is where I would like to sync up some audio to be as closely in time with this video as I possibly can. So that's going to be very useful. The other thing this is going to do is it's going to sort of act as another visual tool for you to be able to jump around and pay attention where the video changes are going to happen and various things like that. So let's go ahead and talk now about how we can introduce some audio into this song and sync it over the video that I'm working with. So what I have here, as you can see, if I zoom in a little bit, these are my 4 loud clicks. And those 4 loud clicks, of course, as we said, those play and then my backing track starts. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab some drums that I would like to drag in. These are the drums that I know I was playing over, because these are the original drums that I recorded for this song. And I'm just going to drag these onto the track that I created here in Studio One. And I'm going to move my video right now just so that I can work a little more easily. Now this is where everything is really useful, because I know right now that the beginning of my song starts right here. You can see the beginning of my waveform. So now what I can do is I can just look at these 4 clicks, and I can know that I've got 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then my song is going to start. So I'm just going to drag my drum backing track to match up about as closely as I can with the beginning of this audio. Now I can change, if I would like, the snap settings here in Studio One by simply unchecking the snap to grid button. This will allow me to just kind of slide the audio around very, very tightly. Now conversely, if I didn't have these 4 tones which told me when my audio was going to start playing back, I could simply play the video back and watch it and just use my eyes to figure out exactly where a certain hit happened, and then match up my backing track with that. But because I did things this way when I was at this video shoot, makes it very easy for me to do this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute the backing track audio from the video. I'm going to let the drums just do the work right here, and then we're just going to go ahead and play this back and see if it syncs up okay. So here we go. Yeah, and there you go. That synced up just about right. Now, it's going to be a little bit off, only because, as I say, in my case, I was shooting a music video, and it's a little hard to keep everything perfectly in sync when you are shooting a music video. But if I skip forward a little bit here, and again, remember, if I jump around on the timeline, I'm going to see my video move in kind as well. And I'm going to go ahead and just start a little bit here where the rest of the drums start, hit play, and let's see how this works. So there you go. You can see that I've managed to sync up that backing track pretty much perfectly with the video. Now, of course, as I say, this is all going to depend on your performance and what kind of situation you were shooting your video in, various things like that. But you can see the application here and how this is very useful for being able to bring a piece of video into Studio One. You can extract that audio if you would like, and then you can match up other pieces of audio with that audio, or simply do away with it and overdub that audio over the video. Now, one of the things that you guys are going to be wondering about is essentially, well, how do I create a mix down, as it were, of this video? Well, unfortunately, Studio One is not really a video editing application. And, so what that means is that you're not necessarily going to be able to export a mix down of your video, as it were. But what you can do is you can place all of your audio clips. Let's say that maybe you were doing some sound effect work for a piece of video or something like that, or maybe in the case of such as what I was doing right here, you're replacing a backing track, you could add some more instrumentation, things like that. You could do that, then you could export your audio mix down, and then you could take that audio mix down and import it into a video editing application such as Final Cut or Windows Movie Maker, Sony Vegas, or any other video application. So this allows you to do a lot of very different things and do them very quickly and easily in Studio One. Again, that's something I really like about Studio One, is how fast I can work with absolutely everything inside of this application. So again, guys, to give you a quick review, remember all that we've done here, first off, is we have dragged and dropped some video into our Studio One song. We then made use of the extract audio button right down here in the video player. Click on that, and Studio One is going to extract the audio of this video to a brand new track. We then zoomed in a little bit in order to take a look at the audio of this track, and then matched up our backing track with where we knew the video playback was going to match up more properly with the audio playback. And of course, the final product works out very, very well. So there you go, guys. You can see just how easy this is. And again, that's something that I really very much like about Studio One, is how easily we can do so many of these different functions, move on, and continue working on our project, whatever project that may be. So I hope that this has been useful to you guys. As always, please stay in touch with me. My email is brian@obedia.com. You can get us on Twitter at twitter.com/Obedia Tutor, and of course on Facebook at facebook.com/Obedia Tutor. Give us a call, find out how we can help you to tame your technology and get the most out of your digital audio hardware and software. That's what we do best here at OBEDIA, and I thank you guys for watching our videos as always, and happy music making to you. Take care.